with a powerful quote from our Vice President, Mr. Mike Pence. The true legacy of 9/11 cannot be found among the political leaders of that day, but in the citizen soldiers and public safety personnel who answered that day with courage and selflessness. Hi, my name is Jack Mellon, and I believe that Mr. Pence thoroughly explained the FBLA goal that means the most to me: to develop character, prepare useful citizenship, and foster patriotism. 9/11, 2,977 innocent lives were lost that fateful day, and as a result, millions of lives were forever changed. In what would be called the worst of times, character, citizenship, and patriotism rose through the dust. Just days after 9/11, men and women of the United States military were plunged into an endless war. Fast forward 17 years, and these same men and women, after fighting what they can only believe is an unwinnable war, returned to the Middle East, where threat is in every direction they turn. 8,000 miles to the west, a select few Americans wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning to respond to a fully involved working commercial fire, one of the most dangerous calls that can rattle the speakers of a pager. These men and women don't think twice about rolling out of bed, telling their spouse they love them, and going to the firehouse ready to respond. They're aware of the danger, but they put that fear in their back pocket because they, just like John Wayne, know that courage is being scared to death but saddling up anyway. These first responders and military personnel prove Mr. Pence's words to be true. These men and women express character, citizenship, and patriotism every day of their lives without even thinking of it, and I believe that we do this too, although possibly in a different way. As a son of a volunteer firefighter, I grew up witnessing a daily lifestyle of selfless service. I would often find myself wandering the halls of a 20,000 square foot firehouse, hoping that one day my photo would hang on that wall of chiefs. As a child of a firefighter, my parents didn't need to tell me to help others. I just saw my family do it every day without skipping a beat, and knew that this would continuously be a necessary component of my life. These acts of service have actually become a huge part of who I am today, and the goals I have set for myself. We, as members of the human race, were made for more. We were made to give. This simple phrase defines citizenship as well as any 1,000-word dissertation. Earlier this year, I was given the opportunity to lead the committee for our annual FBLA food drive. This gave me the chance to not only enhance my leadership skills, but it also opened my eyes to the reality of the world. I have found that a lot of people in this world don't have the means necessary to feed their families. As food drive committee head, I learned the next step in citizenship: to sacrifice your own time and energy for the betterment of the less fortunate. The next step on the road to becoming a responsible business leader is the development of character. The Lake George chapter of FBLA has instilled in me to take initiative in every respect of my life. For example, the Lake George chapter takes initiative through the L of FBLA, leadership. Our PTSO Child Care Committee leads activities with younger Lake George elementary students during public meetings and events. In my experience, interacting with children is the single greatest character builder. To be able to put a smile on a child's face is the reason that I want to be a pediatric physician one day. With the help of character and citizenship, we naturally find our inner patriot. Patriotism starts at the local level. FBLA has taught me that patriotism is unifying for a cause greater than yourself. I am proud that the Lake George chapter of FBLA provides childcare to the citizens of the Lake George community during our annual Meet the Candidates night. This encourages community members to take the next step towards the right to vote without incurring a financial burden. The Lake George chapter also paints snowmen for our local business owners to express pride in our beautiful community and display during the long winter months of upstate New York. In my personal opinion, it's the little things like this that truly make a difference in this world. Small good deeds done for the well-being of your neighbors, that's what can restore hope in even the worst of times. Now let's go back to Mr. Pence. The true legacy of 9/11 cannot be found among the political leaders of that day, but in the citizen soldiers and public safety personnel who answered that day with courage and selflessness. The true legacy of life is found among the citizens who develop character, prepare useful citizenship, and foster patriotism in every respect of that life. We, as humans, no matter where we end up, be it in business, in the military, or in medicine, work to create a better tomorrow for the people around us today.